Welcome to the quick flick on the Fullerton Online Teacher Induction Program Individual Learning Plan. The Individual Learning Plan allows new teachers to identify professional growth goals and measurable outcomes, describe how they will work to meet those goals, and plan for evaluating data to reflect on progress. There are additional resources on how to use this plan in the handbook. The ILP should be completed with mentor input. You'll be completing the blue cells prior to classroom implementation and the orange cells after the POP cycle is completed. The first section is QED, quite easily done, as it is just new teacher information. So let's scroll down and look at section 2, CSTP areas of inquiry. You will need to identify 2 to 3 CSTP elements for your ILP focus. For semester 2, you need to include at least one from CSTP 1, 2, and 3. For semester 3, at least one from CSTP 4, 5, and 6. Please note that CSTP 1 and 2 include both teacher and student descriptions, so you'll want to be sure and include both. We provide an example for you here, which is for CSTP element 1.5, promoting critical thinking through inquiry, problem solving, and reflection. Initially, the new teacher was rated as applying for teacher and exploring for students, but her goal is to become innovating for both teachers and students. In section 3, you identify your inquiry focus and plan for the inquiry process. This will require you to identify a focus of inquiry, pose a measurable and observable question, identify a pre and post assessment, and your expected results. For those of you who are science folks, that's kind of like a hypothesis. You'll also be identifying 3 focus students. Per CTC requirements, you must identify an English learner, a student with an ILP or 504, and a student who poses another instructional challenge, your choice. The next section asks you to identify dates for the activities for administering the pre-assessment, delivering the lesson, administering a post-assessment, analyzing result, discussing the results with your mentor. In section 4, you'll do a summary of the research and exploration, where you have identified articles that inform your inquiry focus and also talked with colleagues. In addition, in this section, if there is a special emphasis on an instructional strategy, the ISTE standards, or the National Board core propositions, you'll also provide that information here. After that, you'll teach your lesson according to the POP cycle, and then you'll come back to section 5 to record results and reflect on what you've learned. So in this section, you'll identify information for the whole class, how they were influenced by your lesson, and also for the 3 focus students. Along with this, you'll need to be completing the pre-post assessment data table, which is provided at the end of the document. Then you'll record your CSTP elements again by copying and pasting from above, and then identifying the revised rating that you and your mentor agree on, and again also suggesting some ideas for how to move forward if you didn't achieve what you wanted. And finally, you'll look at how your special emphasis was addressed, and then you'll identify action items for curriculum design, lesson planning, assessment planning, classroom practice, teaching special populations of students, future professional development and inquiry, and the next POP cycle. And you can record any other dates here. Notice that at the very bottom, as I indicated earlier, there is a pre-post data table that you'll be expected to complete. And that will take you through the individual learning plan. As a note, you'll be completing one of these 3 times over the course of the program in semesters 2, 3, and 4. It's a great opportunity for you and your mentor to engage in teacher inquiry. Thank you.